Welcome, welcome, everybody. Normally, this is the top shelf, but today, for TPK Con 2021, we are playing nothing. I literally don't know how to introduce this. The stream is called I Can't Believe It's Not Game Design, and it is the most amount of tomfuckery I've ever been a part of as far as, like, one of these streams. I have with me 5 fantastic game designers that I have handpicked 2.5 months ago, ramping up my own anxiety waiting for all of this, that are now going to sit down and play a game that does not exist. They're going to be building the game on stream while they are playing it, each of them acting simultaneously as a GM and as a player, adjudicating for each other. My job is to keep things moving if anything gets out of hand, but I'm stepping back and letting these guys kind of do their thing for the most part. I'm going to get to a couple other things here in just a second, but at the start of all of this, let's get some introductions from everybody. If you've been on TPK stuff before, I am Mads. I am the host of the Top Shelf. I do all kinds of independent tabletop stuff. That has been my primary focus for a real long time, is just experiencing and showcasing as many different works as I can. So this is very much just a culmination of everything I've been doing since the Top Shelf started. We're going to start with Keegan, and we're going to move across overlay order like we're reading a book, right to left. So
Cool.
Go ahead and introduce yourself. Tell us a little about, give us your favorite game that you built, or the one that you're most proud of.
Oh, don't do this to me.
Yeah, no, you're going to have to. I'm going to make you.
I hate intros. Hi, I'm Keegan. You can find me at keeganexe.com. I guess the favorite game of mine that I wrote is In Extremis, but it's also the one that got printed most recently. So, you know.
Yeah.
You mean this one?
Oh, yeah, you have it.
Ooh. That's magic.
Fabulous magic. I don't have everybody's, I apologize, but I have a couple of them up here. I don't have that kind of... I'm waiting on Dice Souls. You can't quit yet.
Fuck.
Oh,
I have stuff that I've ordered from you that should be on that shelf.
God damn it.
It's too early for Chris to deal with this right now.
You can't chase them where they live.
All right.
Oof. Who's next?
Moving
I
along.
guess it's me. I'm next. Yeah. Hi everyone. I'm Viditya. You can find me online at Viditya Valetti. Buy my games at vidityavaletti.itch.io. My favorite game I've made. God, I like a lot of my games.
I should hope so.
There's some. Yeah. No. Let's see. Sorry. Let's just hold up. I really like Spellcatects. Mostly just because it's an excuse to draw. Like to draw weird little spells and symbols. Yeah, I like that game a lot.
I'm checking that out after this immediately. That sounds fantastic. Okay. Will, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hey, I'm Will Yobs, game designer in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. You can find me online at will_JOBST. And my favorite game was probably the one we made when we were kids, and I broke my dad's oar on the concrete trying to hit a soccer ball really hard. So it started there.
Was that the game? Break somebody's arm on the concrete and throw a ball?
Oh, sorry, oar, like a boat's oar.
A boat.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
And that, to be clear, that's when the game was over. There was a game before.
That's fair.
Oh my God.
Chris, you are up, my friend.
Hi, I'm Chris. That's it, that's all I got.
Spectacular. He's most proud of Dice Souls, and he's still working on it. It's not here yet.
I'm coming to you live from the wrong side of 1 a.m. And my favorite game, I'm not going to say Dice Souls because I'm still sore about what just happened. Not really. I think my favorite game I've made is The Hunted, because I like it. The end. I'll find a link. I'm going to be so bad. I'm so sorry.
No, you're good. Chris is real tired right now, but if you need to hear more from Chris, if he's just quiet throughout this, we do have an interview with him about Zine Quest 2021, which was
It's fine. I will switch on
he talks
very
all
soon.
throughout that. So, Adira.
So me.
Yes.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Adira Slattery. I'm a game designer based in and around the Chicago area. I make games. You can find me at Adira Slattery on Twitter, adiraslattery.com, adira.itch.io. Google my names. See if you can find furry porn of me. I believe in you.
It's a hunt.
Yeah,
my hunted shit.
my favorite game that I've made is really hard to pick. Do you want the sappy answer, or do you want the like accomplishment answer?
Well, you've
Sappy. All right. So then my favorite game that I've made is Making Love. Making Love is a set of foreplay instructions to facilitate sex between two queer strangers. And I've gotten a lot of messages from people about them playing the game, and it's really, really nice. And it makes me feel really, really good whenever I hear from somebody who's played that game, and it's amazing. And
That's
I love
super
it.
cool, actually.
That's really
Yeah.
great.
Very nice.
Mm-hmm.
You also put yourself on the spot, though, so I do actually want to hear the biggest accomplishment one now.
Bad Moon.
Okay.
Bad Moon.
Bad Moon's a
I'm
good one.
really proud of Bad Moon. Someone did a dramatic reading of it. It's a good game.
Very nice. Well,
Yeah.
thank you, everybody, very sincerely for being here, especially poor Chris. It always means a lot. It always means a lot when somebody from overseas joins in the game. We've had Chris McDowell and Zach Barrow both play on stuff, and it's always just stupid late there, and I don't know how you guys put up with me at that late. So
The options are this, or continue thinking about the waking nightmare that is Brexit. So this wins all day, every day.
nice.
All right, so I got an idea for this game that we're going to be playing.
Shh. Not yet. Hold that.
Put it on the whiteboard. Put it on the whiteboard.
Get on that damn whiteboard.
Moving into the actual rules of this terrifying, at least for me, experiment that we are about to undertake, what's going to happen is at the start of this, I'm rolling 2 dice. The first one is going to determine who's going to start the game, who actually is going to create kind of the nugget that we are building our game off of, setting-wise and story-wise. The second person is creating a parameter in which everybody has to create their character. After that, the game just proceeds. Anytime a rule is necessary for something, you're going to just call it, say I need to add a new rule. You're going to add that rule. You can ask each other if you want to, source it, but it's got to be quick and concise. But the rule is added, and then it is concrete. And you have to then work every subsequent rule around those that have already been put in place. Each person gets 1 revision in which you can delete or edit somebody else's rule, but you cannot adjust your own. As far as the chat is concerned, and I saw Neon Lights Roleplay just jumped in with a raid, so welcome everybody. We have got 2 ways that you guys can assist or make things more complicated. Good tables and bad tables are present for anybody who is familiar. A good table is $5. Bad tables are $10, or 500 bits or 1,000 bits. But for 500 bits, you can suggest or add or revise a particular rule. Place the donation, put it in the chat, and I will make sure the game is amended thusly as soon as I am able to call out and read said rule from the chat so that everybody is privy to it. The bad table, or the 1,000 bits, allows me to take additional rules or concepts and make the system that these guys are about to be playing crunchier. They are going to... I'm going to throw in arbitrary, terrible minutia that I find in D&D 5th edition, and we're going to make this just real obnoxious. It's going to be great. And for $100, if anybody really wants to splurge, Chris can immediately, at whatever point he wants, vacate the stream and go to bed.
$100 and you free them.
Yeah, for $100, you can free Chris from his terrible nightmare, or force him to go think about Brexit. One of the two. But
Oh God, don't, please don't.
I have in front of me our 2 dice. Let's get started. We have Adira. You're starting the game off.
Okay.
Story, setting, all that jazz as far as playing. And we have let's see. No, I can't. You can't do both. Sorry.
Says
Damn
who?
it.
think
Says me.
can do
I get to
both.
adjudicate some
think she-
things.
I think we should just let Adira do the whole game.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna sit here.
Yeah, let's go.
Will, you are setting character parameters, whatever those may mean to you.
Great.
I know. That was the role I was actually hoping to get. So serendipity on my
Alright.
end.
Yeah, I'm excited. I want
Pushing
Will.
dice
Okay.
already.
So the setting.
Easy. Easy mode.
Okay. So candle world. Everything's covered in candles. There's lots of wax. There's magic candles. There's magic wax.
Is anyone taking notes?
I am. That's my
alright.
whul job.
Wait, is there a place for us to look at these notes?
I'm
Uh,
going to.
Like a whiteboard.
Like a whiteboard. You say? You want to say candle world? You say?
Yeah, candle world. Magic candles. Everyone is gay. That's the setting. Yeah,
Cool.
I
gay
have a
magic
question.
candles.
Can
Yeah,
I ask a question?
Sure.
Is everything candles, or is it a world primarily like there's just a ton of candles, right?
Well, I think that whether everything will be candles might be determined by what our character parameters
all
are.
right, okay.
Sounds like a goal.
Yeah.
Great. That's really good.
Candle world. I love
Naturally, Adira dunked it. So I think in Candle World there are
I looked to my
people-
left and I saw a candle.
It's game design, baby.
Yeah.
There are people that light candles, that make candles, and that snuff candles out. So I think we're fucking around with like the amount of light available at any one time, what darkness means, and what lightness means. The incredible
Hell yeah.
lightness of candles.
Uh-huh.
Don't accidentally design something good.
Sorry.
Yeah,
It's just it's
What the
gonna
hell's
happen.
happening
fucking
here?
I know.
slaps.
The problem is I'm now like, this is cool. I love this.
This is
I
cool.
wanna
Uh-huh.
I want my character to have like one of those really long lamplighter sticks. you
That's
know?
that's what the game's called now.
Yeah,
Lamp
no, I love
lighters.
that. Yeah, lamp. That's perfect. So maybe
Is there a game
like,
called that already? Fuck them.
No.
Lamplighter.
It's better. Ours is. It sounds like we're the people who go into dark places and make them light. So like that is kind of the
Ooh.
dramatic.
That's
act
so
of what we're
hopeful.
doing.
Yeah.
I love it. Mhm. And we have candles on our shoulders and on our
Yes.
hats,
Yeah.
and on our shoes.
Oh, we're like those angler fish that like are in the.
We have
depths of the
actual
ocean.
wicks
Yeah,
that are on
that are like-
fire.
Ooh, yeah. Mhm. Nice.
Fuck.
Mhm.
So we gotta.
This is cool as shit. Damn.
Yeah.
I'm-
hmm.
Uh-huh.
Off to a hell of a start. Damn.
Mhm.
There's got to be a candle involved, right? Does that, Adira, you have
Yeah.
a candle next to you, right?
Yeah. I could light it. I got
Do we have
fire.
Fire. Yeah, we could go the Stephen Dewey 10 candles.
Yeah, it's totally played on an actual timer that is a
Come on.
candle.
Yeah.
There
Great.
it is.
All right. It's a wild hibiscus sangria candle.
Ooh.
I also have a bunch of tea lights from IKEA. They're Sinlig, and they smell like berries.
Oh,
They're so nice.
We're just surrounded by candles already.
And I have an oatmeal cookie candle.
wow.
Adira, I'm sorry, you're metagaming right now.
I got more candles, but I'll stop.
Yeah, I could go and grab some candles.
Should I fly a candle in? 1 second.
I think to get playing as fast as possible, we should figure out like what the core thing we're doing is. So are we like ticking down time before it's dark and trying to make stuff light, or what do people think? What do die roll people think?
What if it's like what if it's kind of like you you're like, we light candles because there's a lot of games out there about a candle is lit and it acts as like a timer. Maybe it's a game about lighting candles and then they can go out on their own, so it's not like a definite thing. You get what I mean?
Yeah, so like game progress is tracked by lighting more candles?
Yeah.
Okay. And then do we also have like a personal candle for our character too that we like have on our character sheet? I
love that idea.
Yeah.
Candles are just clocks, right? And everything is clocks.
Exactly. Yeah.
So yeah.
We're making a Forge in the Dark game. Yeah.
What's like the
Yeah.
candles that are used to like literally measure time that have like hour markers on them, so you know how long
yes.
been doing whatever.
I don't know what they're called.
Oopsies, we now need components.
Yeah.
We're making a board game, people.
Here's how chaotic this game is gonna be.
I'm having a candle flown in as we speak. I don't want it to
Keegan's
left
nemesis just dropped in a bad table. I don't have my
Spencer
player's
here.
handbook here, and I'm going to trust the 5 of you to continue forward until I can find that complicated rule while I go get my book.
All right.
Okay.
Have fun, everybody, as this is now hostless for the next 2 minutes.
So which
Okay, chat.
Okay.
We are here.
Come on. All right.
I am here. We are hostages in the virtual space right
Okay. Mads, it needs to be stopped.
now. It needs to be stopped. This game, we are going to make a game about being lamplighters, but actually we're going to be making a game about getting out of this stream, and we need the chat's help to do this. All right.
So suggest rules about killing Mads and
yes.
hosts
All right.
and things
Only
like that.
you need us to get when you donate to give us rules. It'll be about sending us out of here.
Yeah, so
don't
the villain in the candle world is called the Shadow Host.
Yes, the shadow host.
The
That's
shadow
really
host. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a great ass name. Host means like a group. It's also Mads. Yeah.
Shadow host.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
And ready.
That's really good.
So
Cool.
The shadow host then is kind of the major antagonist for
Mm-hmm.
representing kind of an encroaching darkness from all sides around the candle.
Yeah. Mhm. It reminds me a little bit of that 40 points of light thing.
Right.
Yeah.
So we've got an implied setting, right? The game takes
we do.
place in the spaces of darkness between lit candles.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, yeah.
Wow.
And so
I
it's
mean, like,
about,
what is like a city but a collection of candles?
Yeah.
And is a candle in the darkness that is the world,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
It sounds like we're ready to start like getting in and playing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So is this a one player, one character game? Is this a like GM-less kind of loosey-goosey?
It's a funnel.
It's a funnel. Great.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I'm here for it.
we gotta then. So a funnel. So
Should we define what a funnel is? Yeah.
Chris,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Chris, I need
this is
yeah, you're
Yeah,
the one
yeah.
who
You're the one who fucking said it. Put this on fucking us.
So a funnel, for people who don't know, is sort of a method of character creation that's gamified, where you each control sort of troop play. You have a collection of low skill, low life characters who are going to die, and you put them into a high lethality situation, and you funnel them, and the ones that come out at the end become your characters for a longer, more sustained, high power game. Basically, is the concept of a funnel, as made famous by Dungeon Crawl Classics and Mothership and Moatborg and Troika and me on Twitter shouting about funnels.
Great. So that has a couple other assumptions. Like we got a game master and we've got OSR style challenges.
We don't need to necessarily have a physical game master. We just need to have a challenge force.
Yes.
So that could be distributed game mastering. Yeah, a force that makes challenges.
How is the shadow host represented in the game?
Maybe the shadow host is a tarot deck, and you're drawing tarot cards, and those our challenges and things because I love me some fucking tarot magic,
I've
and
got a
Will's
One
wearing a
second,
tarot
though.
card on the shirt.
I do have this deck of cards that's like all dark and night sky and shit.
Ooh,
Yeah. You can also
okay.
I got some. So how about we use
Even
a
better.
tarot deck? How about?
I don't
yeah.
own a tarot deck.
Well, no,
That's
I'll
nice.
use them as the shadow host.
Okay.
Okay.
Gonna send us to the shadow zone.
I do like.
I'm modeling the Vertigo Tarot by Dave McKean.
Ah.
Ooh.
As a note to everybody, that
What has
bad
been
table
added?
has just netted you my least favorite rule in D&D, and you must include numerical tracking and experience points in some way.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Mhm.
All right.
My least favorite rule in D&D is, "Hi, we're going to play D&D today."
True.
Love it. So numerical tracking and experience points. We're already tracking number of candles lit, right? So now maybe lighting a candle costs experience points.
Right.
Characters can gain experience points as you go, but also if your character runs out of experience points, that's when they die.
Ooh.
So experience points are also your health.
Yeah.
So can you spend experience to do shit?
Yeah,
Other than
and you like get more
items?
abilities as the funnel progresses and things. Because
Yeah.
you're defeating challenges, you can spend XP like immediately, and then when you run out of XP, you die.
Instead of straight up dying, how about you're fully enclosed in darkness, and then you have the opportunity to die.
Ooh, you become one of the shadow hosts.
Yeah, like death. Like you then make a whatever final roll or something cool. Like
I think.
Yeah,
What
yeah,
if you get added into the deck, right? So there's kind of like a cyclical nature of what darkness is. You know, it's like
okay.
you came from the light, and now you were consumed by the darkness.
So
it can get added in.
So at the start of character creation, you've got multiple characters. You take the major arcana, you shuffle them up, and you deal out a couple major arcana to each player, and those are their characters.
That's
I'm
great.
playing the magician in the world and this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Is it interpretive at that point? Like,
I think so.
I mean, I
yeah.
guess like we're kind of loose on rules right now, so I guess it is interpretive.
Sarah, I just realized that tension is a GM-less funnel.
It is, yes.
Oh, it is?
It is.
Is this a multiplayer hack of tension then?
That's a fun.
Is it?
It could be.
I love the idea of calling tension a funnel.
It is.
I know, it just
characters and you
reframes
sort of
a lot.
slowly...
You just slowly kill them all. No, I
Yeah.
get it. Like reframes funnels in a really fun way to me.
Tension is a game that I wrote.
Live on Discord.
Yeah, live on Discord, basically. It is about to come out. Any day now. I need to release it. And it's a tarot-based game, and it's to steal great terminology from Bubblegum Sam. It's post-Bob.
Yeah.
And there's like a line of tarot cards in the center. And as you progress through the line of tarot cards, you do a number of various scenes. That's like the central path. So that gives us an adventure of venturing farther and farther into the darkness. Characters have cards that they can play from their hand to do various actions. There we go. Cool. Adira.io.tension. That's the preview alpha of the game. Is up for free at that link now.
You should play it. Tension literally fucks.
Yeah,
literally fucks.
So is this a tension hack now?
Yeah, it sounds like
I'm
it.
into it.
Okay, sweet.
Or at least like there feels
It's
like
a
a base
tension hack,
It
but
gives
with
us a framework to actually play it, doesn't it? So.
Yeah. It's a
Yeah.
tension hack with experience points.
Yeah.
Yeah. And experience points and candles.
We got major arcana.
Okay.
We
Three
should
for
each get 3 for each.
3 sounds good.
Mhm.
Cool.
First, take one of the major arcana and deal it out, and that is the persona for the shadow host.
Keegan, is that your Joe asking who is Bob and what happened to them to make things post Bob?
Yeah, we're ignoring him.
So our host,
Yes.
our shadow host is the Hierophant. So they're all about like priestly order, and it's the flavor of the shadow host for this version of the funnel is like ecclesiastical and ceremonially rigid.
Okay, sick.
Okay, that feels right.
This feels cool.
Yeah. And then
So we now only characters.
yeah. So
Yeah.
give us each 3 major arcana.
Cool.
Thank
Let's
you,
go
Will.
stream order. So Keegan, you've got the Chariot
Okay.
and the Lovers.
Ooh. Okay.
Keep an eye out for candles on these fuckers. And the Emperor.
The Emperor. Sick.
If your card has a candle on it, then there's something special about it.
All right. So
Yeah.
I have
Yes.
little mini descriptions of each of the major arcana and tension. So let me pull that out for you. So
I have it right here as well, but if you have it easier.
okay, yeah. The Chariot is courageous and careless. The Emperor is authority in all its overreaches, and the Lovers is in constant passionate conflict.
And
Okay.
if you can't remember that, we'll do them visually.
Yeah,
All right, who's next? Viditya.
that's me. I gotta
You got
write
the
this down somewhere.
devil. Oh.
Yeah, the devil.
And Temperance.
Yeah. Temperance.
Opposites.
Yeah.
And finally, the Wheel of Fortune.
Ooh,
I
thank
love
you,
this.
Pat Saja.
I love this
Mhm.
person on the thing. We want to give out little descriptions.
Yeah. So the
Yeah,
devil
tell me
is
about them.
enticing and free-spirited. The Wheel of Fortune is wholly unpredictable. And Temperance is balanced yet fragile.
Balanced yet fragile. What was the Wheel of Fortune again? Sorry.
Wholly unpredictable.
It's a game show.
Unpredictable.
Yeah.
Show us the devil.
Next up, we got me. Obviously, the Tower. That's my
Yeah.
card. Then with the Magician and the High Priestess.
Hot. That's a good combo.
The Tower is a calamity that brings awakening. The Magician is creative but manipulative. And the High Priestess is sensitive yet secretive.
Creative yet manipulative. That could describe us on this stream.
Yeah.
Next up, I've got Chris. Starting with the Empress.
That bitch.
Judgment. And the World. Oh, the World is so
Ooh.
cool. That's a great one.
The Empress
Like
is
that.
very beautiful yet similarly selfish. Judgment is liberating but plagued with doubts. And the World is spontaneous but incomplete.
Ooh.
Liberating and played with doubts hits me right now. What was the world? Sorry.
The World is spontaneous but incomplete.
Excellent.
And
Tarot
finally,
is fun.
Adira, we've got the Fool.
Ooh, hell yeah.
That's like the Superman of tarot cards.
Yeah.
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 Next up, we got Strength. With a classic fucked up British lion. These fuckers have never seen lions before.
Never.
Anyway,
Not even
and
once.
The Hermit.
Hey,
Nice,
that's
nice,
a candle.
Ooh, yeah, candle.
Oh, we got a candle in there. Blah, blah, blah,
Woo.
blah.
So I get bonus XP.
Yeah,
Uh,
for sure.
The Hermit is so wise but so alone. Strength is
Strong.
passionate but prideful. And the Fool is innocent and reckless.
Nice.
Yeah.
The Goku.
Yeah.
The Goku. The Fool.
Tarot's Goku.
Yeah, the Fool is the anime protagonist of the tarot deck for sure.
All right. I'm gonna do the bookkeeping here. I'll keep everybody's cards in little piles.
Thank you, Will.
As
You
a
truly are the best of us.
note
Thanks,
to
Mom.
everybody, while bookkeeping is being done, We got a $5 tip coming in from Cole Robbie, who has decided to addend a new rule into creation, which says someone has to have a gun.
Ooh,
I like a game with one
the
gun.
fool has the
One
gun.
The
Yep,
fool has the
someone
gun.
has to have a gun.
It's got to be
Roll
the flare
1d12
gun.
because we've got 15 characters.
1d15. Roll
I've got
it.
DC
1d15.
that.
We
Do it.
exist in a digital age.
Chris, you got a d15?
I've got D16.
That works.
That's close
So-
enough.
Yeah.
16,
Roll a-
all of us. If you roll a 16, we all have guns.
Yes.
Yeah.
Aw.
Or we
Okay,
all
let me-
have bullets.
Are we ready?
No gun.
I rolled a 6.
6. That is Vidicia's third character. The Wheel of Fortune has a gun.
Fortune.
Fuck yeah. Who gave Vanna White a gun? As gun. Wholly unpredictable. This is an incredible character to have a gun.
Oh, so the gun, is it a flare gun? Is it a crossbow that's lit on fire?
It's a revolver with a candle on top of it.
Well, yeah, I'm
It's
trying to think about
matchlock,
like
right?
I like
Matchlock.
Yeah.
Matchlock. I like it. Yeah.
Oh, it's got to
that's
be a
so
match. Yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
one.
Jokes.
Because like, what is a gun but a very fast candle?
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah. A gun
That's
is,
what
is
that's what
again is a
Winchester
clock.
said.
It's just what is a gun but a clock, really?
Okay, cool. So I'm thinking that this is like, I put the rest of the major arcana into the deck. That should represent like a major challenge or a person or like big event that we come up against. While the rest, we can like kind of do just card game mechanics around the 4 suits, so we can have like some actual challenge based stuff there.
I like that. Yeah,
Sure,
we can
sure.
keep
I
it
like that.
simple.
Mhm.
What are we fighting for? What are we looking for?
Well, we have to defeat the Shadow Host and light some candles.
Right.
Right. I
Uh,
like just like a journeyman thing. Maybe it's like
Yeah.
Get EXP.
there are paths, like common paths, and the lights just burn out, and it's just our job to go through and
Are we
light
literally like
candles.
lamplighters? Like we go along making sure the paths are lit
Which
Yeah.
and the forces
To
of
me,
Shadow Host keep
translates-
extinguishing them. And
Yeah,
like
to me that translates to a world just bathed in darkness too. That means there
Mm.
are set paths in which people can travel that are safe, and you guys have been protecting them for a while,
yeah,
keeping them lit and moving them forward. But they burn out, and then that path is out.
and then you gotta go back.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Maybe we make a path out of tarot cards and then go down them.
yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, that's what you do in Tension.
Yeah. There's
but,
a super cool 200-word RPG that does that called Road to Fallujah, where you have cards that represent the road and
that
IEDs
game,
on them.
yeah.
yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
What it? Can I add a complication on top?
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Please.
Each tarot card in the line has a candle, maybe like a tea candle, something that can burn out in
I-
some amount of time.
Will, can you catch us if I throw these tea
Yeah.
candles at Canada?
Thank you. Yeah. Go
This
ahead.
is I just realized that you don't have tea candles. But
What is a Skittle but a very delicious candle?
candle.
Really, when you
what
think
if like
about it,
we?
Skittles are just clocks.
Yeah.
If you think about it, a bag of Skittles certainly is.
But yeah, it's true.
It's a clock of one.
Well, we lay like these tea candles out next to them, and so like lighting a candle means like we've completed it or whatever, right? Like we were
Yeah.
maybe you can move across, but you don't get to light the candle, or you do
Yeah.
light the candle or whatever. And then since light and candles and stuff are like a time thing, maybe like if we take too long, past candles can burn out and those
Yeah.
problems get brought back up or something.
What if so we were talking about XP, right? And we were talking
Yeah.
about you have to spend XP to light candles.
Mm-hmm.
What if we keep that?
All right. Here's what XP is, right?
Right.
It's a destructive game. So to light a candle, you cut a piece off your card that is your character and transfer the flame from one candle to another with that piece of card.
So you destroy a tarot deck in the person
Yes,
in the card.
you destroy a
Yes.
tarot
love
deck.
this.
Holy
Yeah,
shit, I love it.
100% down.
Mhm. Yeah. I don't think you need to cut a piece off the card. Then I think
You just burn
just
it.
light
whole
a
card on
card.
fire.
you just light the
you
card
just
on fire
light the
because this,
card.
'cause
And
this
then
is
you
a
can
funnel.
put it out.
This is a
Yeah.
funnel, right? Like if your card finishes burning out, your character is dead.
Yeah. Like there's a
Holy
really
shit.
cool like one of my favorite games is from an issue of I can't remember. It's called the fucking hell. My brain's
That's
freaking
a
gone.
great name for a game.
I would name a game that. Fuck.
A Scoundrel
Fucking
in the Deep,
hell.
right? It's a 2-player storytelling game. You play it by passing a match back and forth. One of you plays like the dungeon, and one of you plays the person trying to escape from the dungeon.
Oh, I've heard of this game.
What is
Yes.
this called?
Shit.
A Scoundrel in the Deep.
Yeah.
Scoundrel.
Yeah. And it's
I
a
need
really
to play
passing the
this
flame back and forth is a really fucking cool mechanic. It's from an issue of I think Worlds Without Master.
That sounds right. Yeah.
That would make sense. Yeah.
So yeah, I think lighting a tarot card
Yeah, no,
to transfer
Vid,
flames is really cool.
Your game about like putting hands next to fire is kind of similar to Scoundrels in the Deep.
Yeah. Holy shit. Well, I love. I
Scoundrel in
love
the Deep is
games
awesome.
that are-
Mhm.
All right. Well, I gotta check that out. Yeah, I love the idea of like lighting a card. Well, you don't need to burn your tarot cards.
Yeah,
No, you do.
Tarot cards are coded too, so you would want to use some kind of uncoded card, and I can't burn these because they're for project. But how are we gonna play?
They for Hauska?
Yeah, this is the play storming thing. So how do we?
This-
play? We
Do you have a?
No,
do you have
Will,
a?
I insist that you burn Hauska on the
No.
stream.
Do you have
on
a?
stream.
Do you have a printer, Will?
Yeah.
Print off a tarot deck.
No.
Wait.
Do it, coward.
Absolutely not.
There's so much ink. If you got
Have you
index
got-
cards, we could do index
Have you got?
cards.
Yeah, let's
piece
just
of
burn
paper
index
that you can
cards.
cut into
Yeah.
15 card-shaped sheet pieces and write the name of the tarot cards.
You
on
say
them.
cut them out, or index cards, which are
Or
roughly
index
tarot sized
cards.
anyway.
Yeah.
which are pre-cut. Yeah.
I love that. All right, cut them out. Trace a tarot card 15 times.
And you also have to recreate the art faithfully.
Yeah.
Right.
Faithfully. No
See, I-
tracing though, because that's cheating.
That's
No.
cheating.
I have
And,
a
and no light
suggestion.
tables either.
No light tables. I have a suggestion. We did such a good job making that game.
Yeah.
That's basically playable right now.
Yeah. Let's make another one.
Yeah.
Let's
New
make
game.
another one. Shall we go for a new game?
I'm
Cool.
into it.
Well,
Next
should
one.
we?
Keegan, you pick a thing.
Oh no, I don't want to have to pick a thing.
Yeah, no.
Let's do 2 more rolls.
Fuck you. Do it. Come on.
2 more
Oh, we
rolls?
just made this game.
Are we?
Yeah,
so
2 more
we're
rolls.
doing this. We just threw down
Alright,
a
yeah.
whole game, and now we're just cruising again.
What was this one called?
Roll Keegan twice.
Lamplighters.
This was
Lamplighters.
Candle.
Roll Keegan twice. Roll
No.
Keegan twice.
What if we make? What if we make
I'm so stressed.
a bunch of games for a single world?
Ooh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I'm sticking.
That's
I'm,
cool.
I'm holding you all to that now.
All
I,
right.
well,
sweet.
because I love anthology
that's
games,
great.
right? So this is
That's
like
fantastic.
here's Candle World, and here's a bunch of games that take place in Candle World.
Yeah.
All right, first roll was in fact Keegan.
Yeah. Fuck
Oh,
you.
no.
Yeah.
What am I even
roll,
choosing?
Second roll was Chris. So
Cool.
Keegan, you're in charge of setting, but now we are under the parameters that it has to tie into this anthological
Candle world.
system of Candle. Yeah, well,
Yeah.
assuming the secondary world is also Candle related, but it must be related somehow. Chris, you are in charge of character parameters for the second in the anthology.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm not
wanna
fast
swap?
enough on my feet for this.
Do you want to swap and I can do setting and you can do characters?
Yeah, that sounds good. Let's go.
Cool. Okay. So on the edge of Candle World, the world itself is made out of wax, right?
Okay.
And
Mhm.
the edge of Candle World are these wax cliffs that are falling into the endless void of darkness. And we are
Candle World is flat.
Uh-huh.
Candle World is flat. And it
Well,
has an edge.
it's because it's a
Like
candle.
Most
Oh, because it's like yeah.
Yeah.
It's
It's a cylinder.
And whatever the characters are doing, it takes place on the vertical edge of the wax cliffs.
All right.
Ooh.
Who are we, Keegan?
Okay. I completely zoned out.
That happens when I talk. That happens a lot.
I'm
don't
so
worry.
sorry.
It was
My
so
very
good
boring
too.
tone of voice.
It was. I was
missed
like,
some cool
cool.
shit.
I was like, cool, it's vertical, and then I was like, oh, cool, the stream chat's here, and I fully lost.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Somebody typed out Yu-Gi-Oh in stream chat, and that's like all I've been able to focus on. Like I'm just all like, somebody said the word Yu-Gi-Oh.
We can burn Pokemon card. Like
And we can.
We
What?
will burn Pokemon cards.
Well, Keegan, if it's Yu-Gi-Oh, are they card players?
yeah, for sure. How does that work? I don't know.
So they're card sharks on the edge of the wax world.
Okay.
Well, I like maybe like the edge of the wax world is like, it's like the outer rim in Star Wars. It's like where
right.
it's like
Yeah.
lawless land, right?
You go to
so-
Spelunk down and
Yeah.
get whatever. You see how
Yeah.
far you can go and whatever into the.
So if they're
this.
card
And-
players, then mechanically we steal from like Gun and Slinger, and we do like
Yes.
go fish mechanics.
hmm And what if?
Because you're fishing into the void.
Well, and
Card on
also,
shark.
what if you're trying to? What if you're playing these card sharks and you're trying to fleece the people who are fishing into the void?
Yes.
Oh. So we're like scummy people. This is a game about
Yeah.
being like kind of assholes.
We
Perfect.
operate in the bar that the Spelunkers go to, and so like the game we play is diegetic within
Yeah.
this larger thing.
Mhm.
Do we want to make a game like a game that takes place in a specific bar? It's like, hey, this is you are.
Yeah.
You get what I'm
Since
saying?
the
Like those
bar
games that
is
are like
like-
very like narratively specific. Kind
Is
of
this a
things.
casted LARP now?
I
Do you want to
it might
explain that
be.
term?
So LARP stands for live action role playing, which is where you embody your character the
what
whole
we're
time.
doing.
Which is what we're doing. Yeah,
No,
we're
it's-
LARPing as game designers.
Yeah.
And
I'm laughing as human right now.
yeah, you're LARPing as awake.
It's like a Joker T-shirt from 2007.
Got a
um,
V mask down here.
uh,
don't.
oh,
Did you lose your
Those
place,
out
Adair?
there.
yeah, no. So a casted LARP, right? Means that all of the characters are pre-written beforehand, and when you sit down, it's not like you make a character. It's that I fill out a questionnaire, and then the GM uses the answers of those questionnaires to go, okay, you're playing Jim, the grizzled hustler, and you're playing like Fancy, the little rascal, and you're playing like Big Bertha, the buffed hot lesbian. Like, yeah.
Right.
I just
Okay.
realized that those dinner party mysteries that were popular in the 90s
They
all
are-
casted LARPs.
They are casted LARPs, yes.
And I'm
Yeah.
so annoyed. I made my brother a dinner party game. It's just
Uh-huh.
very loose. It's like a one-page thing because he played murder mystery parties, and I'm like, this is for you, and he just goes, what am I supposed to do with this? And I just will never not hold that against him.
Fuck your brother.
So what if we took like confidence game frameworks and made those the roles of the
Ooh.
game? So like we have like the mark or whatever is someone that you play,
Mhm.
and so instead of like a character sheet or something,
Ooh.
you have like a role set or whatever.
Mhm.
And yeah, does anybody know any confidence games that they would like to share on the stream?
No.
Most of them I know are all one person.
Yeah, I know.
What
ones
is a
from
confidence?
better.
So
Oh.
like
let's just spend the whole term, the whole stream defining terms for me.
one of
No,
my
it's
favorite
fine.
confidence games is the Bavarian Fire Drill. It's a one-person confidence game. You go somewhere in a nice outfit with a clipboard, and you get inside because anyone will let someone with a nice outfit and a clipboard inside. And then once you're inside, you find something that you say you're an inspector of something, and you establish credibility as an inspector, say that something's really broken and everything's going to catch on fire, everyone needs to evacuate, someone else pulls the fire alarm. That's important. Everybody books it, and you steal everything that's not nailed down and run.
Okay.
You might know them as con men or
Yeah.
confidence
Yeah.
gamers.
Cool.
Hold on. All right. Okay.
I'm just-
Right. So we take the big roles from that, and those are how you plan. So you just are setting scenes in which you're running con games on people.
So
Yeah.
every con gamer archetype just has a set of BOB moves, things you can always do.
Yeah, that's.
And-
Oh, I like that. Yeah.
Sorry, Adira's got something.
Okay. So there's this
You're
thing
too
called
excited.
horde larps, right? So a horde larp is where you have
I don't even know this one.
is where you have a bunch of extra people. Right, so you've got like your 5 or 6 main cast of characters, and you've got like 15 people in a room with a box of hats. And they grab a hat, put on the hat, are immediately a character, come in, do a little thing, leave the room, put on a new hat. They're a different character now. So that's the marks. The marks are a horde. Mm-hmm.
The game I want to play now is just we all make a word and put it before the word LARP, and Adira has to define it. We have to say whether it's real or not.
I'll do it. I'm not scared.
It's called a Ferrari LARP. And
so
really
the idea behind a Ferrari LARP, right, is that it's incredibly sleek and like fast to run, right? So they don't have a lot of like mechanics and things. Many of them are just like fully consent based, right? Where it just something happens as long as everyone agrees. And the goal of the game is to progress through play and a story as quickly as possible. If you're doing a Ferrari LARP right, you're all crying in 20 minutes.
So
I'm sorry, you're wrong.
If you tip 100 bits, you can ask Adira to define a LARP for you.
A Ferrari LARP is when a dad has a midlife crisis and he thinks that he can
really into
fill
LARPing.
a void.
In chat, my wife just mentioned pool LARPs. There are some great pool LARPs, which are LARPs for playing in pools.
Marco Polo.
That one was strangely
being a
more
mermaid.
forward than
No, there's a really good one.
LARP as an oceanic explorer.
There's a really good one called Prawn, where you play a bunch of fish and you do Romeo and Juliet and you're mobsters. That one's fun.
Wow, that's amazing. So I think we've nailed this game in record time.
This was a Ferrari LARP.
2 more rolls.
Yeah, this is
Mads is like, what has happened?
This is very different.
In order for me to let you pass through this one, because that one got to some weird places, I'm gonna need one of you 5 to succinctly describe the game and how that all functions.
I can do it.
Keegan.
Get after it, Will.
Hit it.
All right.
Wait, someone else said it.
Oh, sure. I thought you like pointed.
No, I just pointed at Keegan.
Oh well. Keegan,
can you do it, Keegan?
Volunteered.
I definitely can't.
That's why.
Okay, I can do it.
So we play. Sorry, go on, Will.
Oh yeah, we
we play.
We're in Candle World, right? Welcome back to Candle World. We are on the edge of the world. This time on Candle World. The edge of Candle World is a straight, sheer cliff that people go to find fortunes on. They spelunk down to get whatever like chunks of hibiscus and sangria from the candle, whatever they get. It is a working town. It's like a mining town. So there is a bar, and the players of the game are all confidence men who work the bar and the people who come and steal them out of their fortunes that they win. So in the game, you have different roles within these like silly named con games, like the Bavarian Petticoat or whatever. And
Fire drill.
Yeah. And you belonging outside belongings have different moves that you use, and you get tokens and the whole thing.
And the marks are a horde.
The marks are a horde.
All right, fair enough.
Oh, the book is just filled with like poor motherfuckers that you're scamming. And so you
It's
find
just a
out
rogues gallery of marks.
Yeah. And you get
It's
one
in
side
fact
of the book.
just a phone book.
Yeah.
Will, I'd like you to insert yourself into this game somewhere, like you did in Necronautilus. We got to get another one in there.
I'll be like a dealer that owes.
What is the name of this?
The bartender.
Yeah.
You can name it.
What's the name of this game?
Name this game.
It's a confidence LARP.
But like, what's the name of the
Can't sell that.
Like this one is Lamplighter. So Lamplighter takes place on. I've drawn Candle.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you.
So we have. This is our map of our games, is what I'm thinking, right? Lamplighter takes place up here, right? And then so we need one. What's the name of the game that takes place like here on the edges?
On the edges.
Isn't that what it is?
Say on the edges.
On the edges is great.
Yeah.
Maybe can that be after a colon and then we have a confidence game style like stupid name that we call it, like the loose wick or something like
The
that?
loose wick colon.
Well, that's the name.
edges.
That's the name of the
Yeah.
bar. That's the name of the
Yeah.
bar.
The
that
name of the
takes
bar is
place
the loose
That's
wick.
perfect.
Yeah.
So wait, is it the loose wick colon on the edge, or is it
Yeah.
on the edge colon the
colon
loose
a confidence lap.
confidence
colons.
line.
Yeah,
Alright,
two
I don't know if I
colons.
have
Two
an-
colons. Two
alright.
colons.
Two colons just to really upset Jared Sinclair.
Yeah.
Make one of them a semicolon.
One second. Let's
Make
I'm
one
gonna-
of them an M dash with 2 spaces either side of it.
No. You're in Chicago, Adira.
Doesn't mean I have to follow the Chicago school.
It actually does. Why do you think people in Oxford are so annoying?
All the commas.
Yeah.
All right.
I thought it was
That's
just
a
because they
game.
were British.
Okay,
we
perfect.
Because they're Southern British.
call it
Yeah.
code terminology.
All right, so
Where is Oxford in England?
South.
But like, show us. Like, draw a map of
Oh, I
England with
don't-
your hand.
With your hands.
Yeah.
Okay, this
All
is
right,
England.
guide me through
Sure,
it.
sure. All right. All right.
This oval is England, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
This is the north.
Yeah. That's where you are.
That's
And
where
this
I
is
am.
the south.
This is the south, and
Yeah.
that's where Oxford is.
Thank you. That was so explanatory.
You
I-
really nailed it.
I've been transported.
And open up the doors.
Ooh.
All right, what's our next
Here's-
game on the
here's,
map? Of
here's what's
Canada?
happening from here. Since my streams go a little bit longer, we usually have intermission a little ways into stuff, usually earlier than an actual intermission would be. But we're
Sure.
going to take a couple minutes break. We will be right back here in 5, and I'm going to do some more rolls. We're going to get another one of these anthologies for our Wax World into the game. This is I Can't Believe It's Not Game Design on TPK Con 2021. We will talk to y'all here short. This is I Can't Believe It's Not Game Design with TPK Con 2021. My name is Mads. I am kind of the host, kind of just backseating this whole chaotic adventure, and we have completely changed what is going on, and our goal now is creating an anthology of games based around this Wax World that has been developed. We've got 2 games in so far. We're shooting for 4. So we're going to roll 2 more dice, get this baby started, and see what happens. Okay. So the first one is actually me. I'm rolling d6s. I do actually have a place in all of this, sort of. Second one is going to be what the fuck did I roll? Chris again.
Oh.
So I'm watching Viditya's candle drawing there of the world, and it has struck my thought that this third game is developed specifically focused around that center flame, the pinnacle fire in the middle of this big candle.
That's so pretty. That's so good.
Yeah.
I took some liberties on Candle World now.
Yeah, well now we are playing atop very literally a giant ass candle. So yeah, I want this third one to coalesce right in the middle.
The world is a candle.
All right, so
Is
is that right?
They're gonna get us taken down.
He has a tea shop in my home. In
Billy
like, my
Corgan?
hometown. Yeah.
What?
Does it suck?
It's actually pretty all right. I don't really ever go there anymore because my parents don't live there. But yeah.
Huh.
Wild.
That's gonna take me a bit to recover from, I think.
Yeah.
We've given Chris too much time to think.
No,
It's
it's
called
fine.
Madame
The whole time.
Zuzu's.
Cool. So we're based around the candle. This is a hack of Beak, Feather, and Bone. It's a map labeling
Fuck
game about
yeah.
the city that takes place around the candle. Players draw cards and label the map, and it's split into factions. A faction for each suit. Yeah, that's what the game is.
I have a name suggestion.
Yes.
Damn, we're gonna get this one done in a minute.
Oh,
Yeah.
Flame, Wick, and Wax.
Oh,
those are good. Yeah, I'm here for that.
Yeah, cool. That's a game.
Well, I don't need to say anything for the rest of the stream. I'm so proud of myself.
I think
You're taking my approach to this. What the hell?
Wait, Adira. Flame, Flicker, and Throne.
That's really good too.
ooh,
Hmm.
there's a throne now.
Well,
Yeah.
Is there a king of? Is there a monarch of Candle World?
so
Fire Lord.
the Wick is kind of like our burning center of the. But what if the Beak, Feather, and Bone, instead of being a physical map, was a political map of who owns what and what's going on? So we can
That
incorporate
works.
both titles and like some stuff, and have it be like, what was the first one? It was Flicker.
Flame
Wick and-
Flame Wick and Wax.
Cool. That sounds like a little bit more ecclesiastical. You said that earlier, Darren.
I did say ecclesiastical
My
earlier.
head.
Yeah.
While Chris is including Throne, seems to be more like authoritarian and more like rational governmental. And so what if it's the like a labeling game where you use multiple colors and you show this change through time while the candle is burning?
So if we're trying to change through time, is it Beak, Feather, and Bone, or is it more like a Quiet Year?
Ooh,
What if it's both?
well, you
Yeah,
could
it's
be
both.
both. I mean,
Quiet
like,
Bone.
I think like you could do like a map making phase.
Yeah.
Oh no, wait. What if you take a piece of paper, right, and
Burn
you
it.
burn it? Like
Burn
you
it.
bund, like
Oh,
you
that-
you crunch it up, you kind of light it on fire, and then you open it up again, and then that starts to like kind of build your world.
Oh,
And you
that's
keep
right.
doing that. Like you keep drawing on it, crumpling it, burning a bit, put it out, open it
That's
up. Like
fucking great.
You,
yeah,
you
yeah.
also like take outlines of it, like
Yeah,
so you're,
exactly.
Like, making
Like, I think-
levels.
I think like yeah.
So you
So-
build like a palimpsest of the city over multiple burnings.
Mm.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
maybe
That's so
like
good.
the wick, like maybe like it kind of halos the actual flame. So like
Yeah.
you kind of create where the flame has burned through the city or something.
Mhm.
Yeah, love it, love it, love it,
That's
love it.
fun.
Ship it, pack it up, sell it.
That's what we call the prestige, everybody.
We've packed it up.
What?
What was it called?
God
I
Yeah.
forget.
What's the name again?
What was it? We went with
The Quiet Bone. is what we call it.
Quiet Bone.
No. What's a real name? Keegan,
that
you're
was
good
it.
at names.
I thought we agreed on Flame Wicker Wax or something like that at the beginning.
Yeah. And then
Or is it-
Chris also
It
gave
was
a good
adjusted
suggestion.
Where
to
was-
Flame Wick and Throne.
Yeah, where was Throne put?
Flame Wick and Throne
Flame-
is cool.
All right.
That's like a combination of the two.
Flame Wick and Throne or Flame Wax and Throne?
Ooh.
I kind of
That's
like.
nice and medieval.
Yeah, I like wax as almost a second word there myself.
We're gonna have to beat a fucking friar for SEO, but yeah, I think we should. do it. Some tonsured
What?
idiot.
What?
All
All
right.
right, flame. It's going.
Can we
on
call the
board.
game some tonsured idiot?
I'm just surprised it's not Chris who said that shit.
Cool. Racket.
I have to
Center
spell
of the
on
city.
like live.
Yeah, you guys cruise. I don't even have time. Like 65 words per minute. I'm still not getting like everything that I need to.
On the brain trust, we usually work with a stenographer, so it's a little bit easier.
Got it. Yeah. See, I was not
It's
trained in
Gladys.
that beforehand.
How is Gladys
The
doing?
special
Your stenographer.
stenography
Yeah.
keyboard.
Yeah.
Cole's got to pay me more for that. But on to
Yep.
game number 4. We cruised through 3. God damn, guys.
That took 11 minutes for those people.
But like that game kind of fucks though. Like that's the
Yeah.
No,
problem.
that game
like,
fucks. Like
we
it's-
really just
real
like,
good.
did it. And it takes. I just love like it takes place right here, and it's about
I'm sorry, Cole.
political.
I didn't mean to make you sad.
Game design any percent glitchless.
Glitchless, yeah.
All right,
Is this glitchless? Have we?
I got 2 more dice.
We're not giving people
It's
time
toolless.
to tip
It's
to fuck with us.
toolless.
Yeah. Yeah. Give us
people-
money.
We are on to. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna roll with it because none of this makes any. We're way off the map. I'm gonna rescind my first rule. This
No,
is
we're
my
right
one
here.
revision. My one revision says I'm gonna let because I rolled the same number twice. I'm gonna let Vidicia do both.
Oh.
Yeah. Double
Oh,
vid.
cool. Let's just all sit back and let Vid do this whole game.
All right. So I get to do a setting. So where are we, and what are the characters, right?
Yeah.
All right. So what's an interesting place on this? I want to do all right because I am the map master.
I am the law.
There is a great lake of wax. That's where I want us to be, right? So like there's got to be liquid wax in our world.
It's almost its own title right there. Lake of Wax is fucking awesome.
Yeah. What's a cool character? Oh no. I don't know if I want to do both.
Tag me in.
Yeah, well, what's up?
Tag me in, buddy. This is the person who ferries someone from one end to the other.
I was just thinking that.
Okay,
I was just thinking ferryman.
Is great.
Yes,
Ferryman
yes,
is great.
yes.
Yeah.
Is this a solo tabletop RPG then? Just the one?
We haven't done
ferryman?
a solo game yet.
Yeah.
Do we want to
player.
do? Two-player game.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the ferryman and the person
And
being
the passenger.
ferried.
Yeah.
And so it's like a world sketching game because you hear about the person's life story, about why they're going from one end to the other, but it takes a long time. So you are running through time and stories. And so you learn about the person's life. And
It's a hack of the fire flickers between you.
Hey.
Oh, that's my game. Oh my god.
Hack your
No,
own
that
game, Vid.
works though. Oh
does.
yeah.
It does work.
Oh yeah, this is my time to hack my own game.
Yes.
Yeah, the Fire Flickers Between You. It's a game. It's a game about one of you it's a two-player game. One of you is a pilot, and the other one is a mech. Like you are a mech and their pilot. And it uses candles. And the story of the game is like you're like on a suicide mission, basically. Like you've like lost the battle. You need to let your squad, like let your allies run. So you and your mech are sitting around like a campfire with like a distress beacon as a lure distraction. And as you're sitting around this campfire, you are like telling stories to each other of times like that. Like, you're like reminiscing about the past. And the game is like you light candles. Every time, you start telling a story, you light a candle. And then like you kind of interact through storytelling through these candles and like burning them and moving them around closer and farther away from each other and putting them out and stuff like that. It's a fun game. It's sad.
It is.
So how would you
It's
adapt
really
it to
good.
this?
How would I adapt this for this? I think like it's got to make a big pool of wax, like a big, I don't know.
Is that diegesis? Are we getting diegetic?
Yeah.
We are
how do
getting
I work?
diegetic.
We already have a very worlds within worlds.
Worlds without master.
Yeah.
Worlds without master.
Worlds without. I can't think of a candle pun fast enough.
Worlds without candles.
There we go.
In part of the candle world, universe says world without candles.
Right. So there's a GM, there is a player, they're getting from one end to the other. What is the circumstance of the game? Like, what am I doing in the game?
I think you got to be, so you're the ferryman. So I imagine like a River Styx situation where like the journey of it is like haunting almost.
Are they going to the center of the flame to burn themselves up?
Oh yeah, that's
that's kind of got to be like, I think there needs to be some kind of noble, or maybe not noble isn't the right word, but like
This is the elves at the end of Lord of the Rings. I'm
Yeah.
following.
You could even do it the opposite way, as addressing fear of kind of loss. If the center of the flame in the last game, we've established that there is this big city, sitting around the middle, and it's got that political map making. If the lake of wax, if you look at a candle, is sitting outside of that city, and we're talking River Styx, it would be people being pushed out from their life and eventually falling off the edge. You almost have that, we're addressing death as we get closer to it. Like, we know it's happening, but
Yeah. I like that it is growing. Like as the world burns, this pool keeps growing, and maybe there's like it's a game about thinking about life and end. And
As the World Burns is a good name for a game.
It is a very good name
Mark
for the
that
game.
down.
Put it on the whiteboard. Get it on the whiteboard.
It's getting on our whiteboard. As the world ends.
As the World Burns.
As the world burns, my bad.
What if
You got to quote yourself correctly, Vid.
I
You know you
can't.
said-
I like am incapable of. It's
I'm
not even a
unquotable.
joke.
you wanted to pool
I am
that?
I'm not even joking. This is not a joke. My partner makes fun of me all the time. She's like, you said this 2 seconds ago. How are you wrong?
You kill your darlings. It's something creative's got to do. For me, my darlings are any memory
Things
that
I
I have. Things I've said. My friends' faces.
What
all
if
right,
the,
so
what
I'm
if the
sorry,
timer
Chris,
for the
you were
game is
saying.
you know how you said you wanted an actual physical pool of wax?
Mm-hmm.
What if the game is played and the time it takes the wax to cool to a solid?
Ooh,
that's great.
So you burn a candle
Fuck.
for a while and then you blow it out and you wait for the
Yeah.
wax to cool.
and then you wait for the wax to fuck.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
Writing that down.
You play in 2 phases, right? You light the candle and you do like a world building phase, and then the second that's done, you blow the candle out,
Yes.
and then you do the storytelling phase.
I imagine, like, do y'all ever, when you play with candle wax, a universal activity?
Yeah.
do you ever like kind of like tilt it and try it and like, you know, you see
Yeah.
it cool off on the edge and you make the layers and stuff like that?
yeah.
I don't know how, but I want that to be like a part of it. Like you can kind of create layers if you want to kind of speed it up or
So maybe 2 candles. Each player is holding a candle, and they'll burn at different rates. So there's a cool like the story terminates at different ends for different players. So
Yeah.
I think we
That's
know like
nice.
what the characters are doing, why they're doing it, but we need to know what the players are doing, so they're moving this candle around. What does
And
that
watching it cool.
mean? Yeah. What are we doing in the game?
Um,
Not to get all like publisher.
Oh,
about it, but-
we can make it a sex game. Because like pouring wax on people's bodies, you know, is an
Yeah.
established like sort of kink activity. So you could do like world building while like the candles burn and create wax, and then you do storytelling like while you are embracing.
While you fucking.
Yeah.
That's a wrap. That's perfect. Ship it.
That's our stream.
All right, that's the end of the notes for that one. I just have you guys are all shared into it. You can read it later.
It's like where's the note? There it is. Sex.
I will elaborate more on it later, but no, I really like that. The whole I guess the whole evolution of that was really interesting. Oh God, the idea of the first phase and the second phase being very related to each other too, because the first phase doesn't have to be very long, but that means the wax then dries a lot
very
faster.
small,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is really neat.
Beautiful idea, everybody.
Very pleased. Does that bring us on to 5? We comfortable with 4?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
We are
That
cruising.
one took 9 minutes.
Wow.
That's weird. It felt like it took forever.
I
I was like,
There was
what the
quiet
fuck?
introspection in the
Like,
middle of
where
it,
does
which
it go?
stretched it out.
Yeah.
All right. 2 more dice.
Mhm.
just I'm gonna mess with my camera real quick. So sorry to everybody who's.
All right, we got Chris up first. Will,
shit.
you are
Oh,
second here.
This is worse somehow.
This is worse, right?
Yeah, you're so
That's what's
shadowy.
I'm so
it's
shadowy.
good. It's very algebra professor
You're-
on Zoom. it's really
very-
good.
Vid,
I'm
you're the
trying to
shadow
distance
host now.
learning.
You're the shadow host.
I'm
now.
the shadow host. Wow,
Can,
I am
can you
so-
stand up? I think it would help if you were standing. Yeah, thank you.
And as you can see, there's a city atop the wick. and there are tunnels in Candle World. I want everybody to make sure they have these vocab words down. Horde LARPs. Who can define Horde LARP?
Can we push out the homework for another day? I know I speak for everyone here when I forgot it, so.
Okay.
I'm punching back in.
The setting for this game is.
I love the 2-camera setup. This is so powerful.
So chaotic. I'm sorry, everyone.
Chris, what you got?
Okay. This one takes place inside the candle itself, underground in the wax mines. I don't know what you mine in a candle.
Yeah.
But it takes place in the constantly shifting, melting tunnels inside the candle.
And who's doing the people?
Will.
That's Will.
Oh,
Will.
He just tuned out for a second.
no, I was just thinking. I was just
It was
looking
just like,
at
this is fun.
Viditia looking at the candle. Like when Chris said something, Viditia turned around, and was like, just placed it mentally on the candle. It was like very clear when someone makes a like a heuristic that they use or something, and it's just. I'm just kind of loving that. Yeah, so I think this is like a discovery pathfinding game, because as Chris mentioned, the caves are shifting and changing. So like there are certain parts that will always be there because they're reinforced, but we as the players are exploring the interiors of this cave that we know rumors of, and some of it rhymes with each other, but it's a new journey every time. So we are delvers.
Delvers.
Ooh.
There's a
Wax
game called
delvers.
Delver.
We are delvers.
We are Delvers.
Yeah.
What's it a hack of? Everything else.
No,
Yeah, what's the hack
This is our original game. This is
I don't know what a hack is.
Keegan, give me a mechanic.
Give you a mechanic.
Lay the foundation.
So I actually would love to play in kind of like an ant colony style look where it's 2D and we're like looking at these different trailing paths and stuff.
That's really good.
That's cool.
Oh shit, there is a game that I actually can name.
Wait, please.
Sim Ant?
No. This is what is it? Oh fuck. It's like this is a warning. This game is a warning about danger.
About danger. Yes.
Yeah,
Elle
yeah,
made
yeah.
that, I think.
Elle made it. Yeah.
Mhm.
It's about dungeon making, but it kind of has a similar. You roll dice and then like you scatter a bunch of dice and then you draw kind of your map around it.
Oh, cool.
So maybe that's the beginning. That's how you draw the wax map.
Do you
We
want
could
to
just be-
pile of dice?
We could just be pouring wax out. Everything else has used the candle so far.
You could just
You
pour
like physically
wax,
pour
right?
wax onto a piece of paper and like that's your map.
Yeah.
Like it.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Maybe some because it's changing. How about like reheating the wax and physically moving stuff around?
Yes.
So
you pour it out and then you like
Can you like
reheat it and
microwave
move.
wax? How does this work?
You take a match.
You can microwave anything.
Right,
Sure. Cool.
Like a paper over a lamp, like a hot bulb will do the same
Okay.
thing.
Cool.
That also
Okay,
works.
so-
A bowl of water, like you melt
bowl.
chocolate in with paper. I don't know.
Right, you you
double
double boil.
boil.
You double boil your paper.
So the piece of paper has a pre-printed dungeon on it, and then you cover it
Ooh.
with wax, and then change the layout of the wax to get into different places in the dungeon.
Oh, okay, that's
Oh
rad.
shit. Yeah, that's rad as hell.
Yeah.
Okay, next.
Well, okay.
Do we-
So
do we need
who
anything
are you?
else?
That
You're
was
weird
5
delvers, right?
Yeah.
Is it okay? So it's a game about exploration and stuff, but like, what are we? Like,
Why are
what
we
do
in
we
the-
get out of it? Yeah, like where
Yeah.
are we going? Like,
Oh.
what do we find? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, as you pathfind, what is
In-
the story, right? Like, what
Instead of like the kind of looting old place vibe, how about you're reinforcing the structure of the candle? Like your job is to support
Ooh.
the world.
I like
Ooh.
that.
You're
That's fucking
you're Atlas.
Great.
Great. Yeah,
Yeah,
I do like that. Maybe you have like a wick. Like maybe you have like wick and you're kind of taking it through the.
Yeah, and you've
through
got to
the
like place the
tunnels.
wick in places.
You got to place it or like kind of move it around.
But
You're
so
putting the sense in the flavors.
Yeah.
So wick wicks up the wax, doesn't it, to burn? So wick carves more empty space inside the candle rather than reinforcing it.
Mm-hmm.
So are we placing the wick away from the weaker places to stop the wax structure collapsing? Are we moving the wick while it's burning?
Which poses
Yeah,
great danger on the characters too, because you're melting your
Yeah.
tunnel as you're moving.
Yeah. I mean, well, I figure you've got to be like repacking the wax in there too, like with a fresh new wick. Like it'll be melted again. This is a Sisyphean task.
I'm trying to think now on a kind of material
It is,
science level. If I was a person inside of a candle trying to
Would I be?
kind of support it, what would I do?
You would hate your life.
Yeah, but it's for the good of the world.
Well, I mean, so if we're talking, I don't know, my brain says, you said mechanically, and I'm like, okay, but if you're trying to save the world, what you don't want is the wax to run over the edge, because then it's lost. So if you're funneling the molten wax from the lake down through these tunnels that you're rerouting it through, you're then refilling the candle before it pours over the edge of the world. I don't know how that'd work, but that's what
cool.
would make sense to me. So
Where
then you're almost
retrieving-
you're almost outrunning the flow of wax that you know is necessary, that
Is
you're
this a
paving
game
the way
about
for.
depression?
Yeah.
Aren't all games?
I think
Is
it
this
is
a game
at a
about
fundamental
depression?
level?
Yeah, but like explicitly, it's a game about depression.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of Wax World is Sisyphean, right? Like we talked about. The first one is a journey through, like, you have to constantly light candles that burn out, and if you don't light them, then the world is lost, basically, right? And a lot of burning, a lot of loss and recreation from that.
But there's a lot of rebirth in other games.
Range. Yeah.
There doesn't seem to be that much rebirth here. It's just sort of like it's like you're just trying to make do. You're just trying to keep all the plates spinning.
Because the world is finite, isn't it? Like eventually the wax runs out.
Exactly. Eventually,
that's kind of fucked, right?
Eventually, you will lose your battle with mental illness.
Yeah, these.
Jeez, dear.
Wow.
I came to Wax World I came to Candle World to find love and have
And I'm
fun.
having a bad time.
The sad game writer has logged on.
I got a whole sentence into that before what Adira said clicked, and I'm like, oh, never mind.
I don't write
so when
sad
chat
games.
drop a
I write
mechanic.
games about goblins in space. All right, this is
I
No
read the
thematic
fire flickers between
content.
you.
no thematic.
No thematic content.
I don't play games to have feelings. I play games to kill monsters. Thank you very
It's
much.
true. That's what it is.
Well, isn't depression just another kind of monster?
Look, I just want to
Can we just move on to the next
enact
game?
violence.
Wait, Keegan, you're not into us now derailing this into a games and mental health panel.
I'm
Yet
here
again.
for it. I just want us to know that's what it is.
I'm gonna make us work forward because this is all improv. Then, if this is a game about mental illness and we're addressing depression here in this task in which we are delving into this candle to reinforce it as it burns, knowing that this is finite, almost like as delvers we are the populace's panic made manifest, saying we need somebody to slow off this problem. How are we using that to, I guess, address the topic at hand? Will, did you have a question?
Yeah, so I think this is a game that has lost states. So like one lost state is like you lose a chunk of the candle and it tips over, or you find the bottom of the candle and then you're like, that's the end of the world, I found it. So as you're balancing like these big like kind of very physical losses, you spend time not delving and you're back in the town and you have to be a normal person And so you're just kind of like downtime is
Oh!
the exact opposite of relaxing because you were just handling this nihilism that your job has given you. Like nothing has any meaning. You weren't born for a
Jesus
reason, but you have to like go and chill for like 5 minutes.
So it's like, wait, so
have a
just
mechanic.
to synthesize that, so it's like you are people who have seen the end and
Yeah.
have to be normal again. Like you were
Yeah.
like, oh, we are this far. Like I can count in
Yeah.
in like a measurable distance
Yes.
how much time we have left.
I have a mechanic for downtime, for how long downtime lasts.
Yeah.
You scoop a chunk out of the candle and put a tiny wick in it, and downtime lasts until that wick burns out, and
Oh,
that wax never gets
Jesus.
put back in the candle. So every time you go back into the candle, there is physically less wax.
God, this
Oh my
sucks.
God, this is so
oh,
good.
fuck, that's so good.
It's a game about climate crisis. It's a game about crunch and the grind.
It's this is
It's
a
game
rise
about
and
late-stage
grind game.
capitalism. It's a game
Yeah.
about it being 2:30 a.m.
Ooh,
Yeah, this game's good.
I like this game. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is not a game I want to play, but it's good.
It's not a game I want to play, but it's so good.
What's
It's
it
a game I
called?
ca-
Do we have a name?
I
As the world burns.
I heard-
Yeah.
is that
No, we
As
thought
the
really
World
called.
Burns?
That's
Sorry,
As the
the
World
last
Burns.
one.
Great.
As
Yeah.
the World Burns was the last
Shit,
one.
this is a different game.
I heard
Chris.
what about just we have seen the end? Or
Ooh.
it was also
I
posed at
love-
the beginning. We are Delvers, which I really liked, just as
Yeah.
kind of a sentence title. But
You've seen
Burner.
I bet the SEO on Burner's great.
the end.
Sometimes the title that's one word is better than some of my
I agree.
colleagues.
Everyone, please look at Twitch chat.
Candles and other.
Impermanent things.
That's
really
it.
good.
That's really
it.
good. Yeah.
That's
Fucking-
it, actually.
really
That
good.
hurts though.
It-
Thanks,
yeah.
Ben.
copying that down.
That is my spouse.
Yeah.
The
Thanks,
real game is
Ben.
choosing not to play.
I've written that.
Delaying the inevitable addressal of problems by putting the
Yeah.
game back on the shelf.
Yeah.
That's rough.
Okay.
That's rough.
Done.
More time.
I can dance all day.
Five. All right.
Clearly, I am
That's 5
unbelievably
games.
impressed by all of you. That is 5 games. That is one for each of yous in the anthology.
An hour and a half.
We lulled everyone in with the promise of a good time.
Yeah.
And
hour and
now
a
we're
half
all
later.
depressed.
Welcome to Candle Hell.
Games.
That should be the 6th game. Welcome to Candle Hell. It's
Okay.
about
Welcome
living.
to-
It's about living at the bottom of the candle.
Wait.
Adira, I'm gonna take that because round 6
Oh, no,
is
it's
our
lightning round.
lightning round. And what's gonna
Lightning
happen?
round.
Well, I mean, time is not specific here, but what's gonna happen is this is gonna be a
Weather is.
proverbial quiet round in which you cannot collaborate with each other. And what's gonna
Hmm.
happen?
I don't know how this works. Yeah.
What's gonna happen is we're gonna go in order from Keegan, Viditya, Will, Chris, and then Adira, and each person has to add a chunk of the game. This is after the 2 dice rolls, but
Okay.
each person has to add a chunk of the game. It can be as small a portion or as large a portion as you like, but every person has to contribute, and by the time Adira finishes, we have to you all 5 have to have a complete game by the end of it.
Okay.
Okay.
Easy.
So I have to complete
Easy.
the game.
So
That's so easy. Yeah.
in essence,
best.
yeah, you
once
have to-
again carrying the team on your back.
Pick up all the threads we are about to throw at you.
I'm ready for
Fuck
this.
all of you.
All right. So the point is that we make a game that Adira cannot tie up, right? Like.
So we make a game that explicitly is not about sex.
I'll put sex in it.
How
Watch me.
cute.
I'll do it in the last round. Watch me.
Would-
go.
No challenge.
the
I
game.
will fuck anyone and anything.
Oh my god.
Move. Shit.
The game, the 6th and final game, since we have continued to address the different portions of what happens to a candle. We're running with the prompt, "Welcome to Candle Hell," and it is It is addressing, in however much you want to do so, addressing the end of the candle. This is, as the candle burns out, that's what you're playing in. The setting is the bottom.
Yeah, sick. Am I starting?
You are starting.
Oh, sick. Okay, cool. Yeah, so this is a game about what happens. The world's ended and you are still here. Like the worst possible thing has happened. You are out of wax. You've reached the the table, I guess. I don't know what's in the candle world, but all of that has happened.
So we're here.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And you are still here. This is a game about like rebuilding.
Ooh. Okay. All right. I'm next, right?
Allow me to mark my map. On my turn, I'll begin by marking my map.
As you can, if you pay attention to the board, everybody. I like the idea that it's a game about rebuilding. Welcome to Candle Hell. I think it's like an escape from candles. I've been kind of thinking for a while, is everything candles? Is there like things in this world that are not candle, right? What if like you then have to what am I trying to think about? I want people to just grab random shit, basically. I want to be all like, all right, we are done. Well, I need to get other things. Maybe it's a game about permanency now. So it's like get shit that can't burn. Like
hell yeah.
Take like the production of this game went really high, but it's like you gotta like weld shit together. You know what I mean? Like it's a game about like stark defiance of the world that you are like left with. You know, the candle burned. Why the fuck did we live in a candle world? I live in candle hell now. We're gonna build a new one, and it can't do that, right? It's like a almost inorganic space. That's what I'm gonna do. Welding is a part of this game, or any other approximation, I guess. You just you're now hot gluing,
duct taping.
What is hot gluing but the reverse of a candle burning?
That was beautiful.
What's a gun but a small candle?
It's a gun but a quick candle.
Okay,
God
great.
Damn it. Wait.
Yeah, Will,
wait.
it's your turn.
You can't do anything yet. Will, we just got a bad table thrown at you. So you
Okay.
you specifically have to deal with whatever terrible thing that I find in here.
I can't believe we're now. This is the first time I feel like this actually throws a weird wrench into the game idea, right?
I find that I'm usually designing against the presumptions of D&D, so this is easy. This is old hat.
I think they meant to add a rule.
Got it.
All right.
Way better.
Even better.
Get after it then. What do you have in mind?
We gotta wait until the stream catches up. Clearly,
It's
in the
message.
message.
In the message.
It's in the message.
The answer is in the message.
Oh my god! It's in the pool of wax.
I was like, God, I want to propose a game that's at the bottom of the candle. It's like, welcome to Candle Hell. Like, yeah, that works.
Yeah, that's it.
It's great.
Bottom of the candle. We are here. That's for you, Will.
Thank you. I love maps. We were walking through the Toronto subway, and I stopped and like a dumbass and was just looking at construction maps. So I was like, we have to go. We have to stop looking.
Yeah, we're waiting on the retype of this rule edition.
I'm driving, so the message is lost. Oh no!
Love it.
Oh, I'm driving too. Yeah.
Yeah, we're all in cars right now. That's why it's a Ferrari LARP.
This is a Ferrari LARP. Oh, I didn't write Ferrari LARP.
Can I get you to write the torque variant of the Ferrari LARP? Is that
Talk LARP?
Is the candle on top of a birthday cake? Please include that and make it cute and not sad. Haha.
Oh.
Okay.
That's
Great.
gonna be the hard part for us.
Yeah.
Oh no, I
Not
got
sad.
it. So like the title "Welcome to Candle Hell" is ironic, of course.
Yeah.
It references like the hell we thought was there, but really it's just like the next step of life. So as the candle burns out, we find that we are on top of a birthday cake. It's like a really complicated Cake Boss style cake. So there's tons of shit here. So like as we did just mentioning, everything that didn't burn out in the candle is just now in the icing of the cake. The cake also had other candles in other societies and worlds and whatever. So now jumping around, hanging out on top of this birthday cake are people rebuilding the world in their image once they already lost once. And that is like the setting.
Oh shit! Wait, I can't piggyback anything right now.
Nope.
No.
Keegan.
It's a Ferrari LARP.
Yeah, we're in it now.
Oh God.
I'm very small.
You're not allowed to make it sad.
Tiny
No,
child.
that was for me. That was my rule.
Oh.
Yeah, everything else is allowed to be sad, Chris. That's what we're hearing.
It still
Okay,
has to
cool.
be on top of the birthday cake. Everything that has
Yeah.
been
The
set up
birthday
to
cake
this
has
point,
to be
but-
happy, but the rest
I
of it
love
could be
that.
sad.
Well, you also
So
like
because-
knocked it out of the park. By the way.
Oh, thank
Yeah.
you.
Because I'm obsessed with clocks right now. Cake is a clock, essentially.
Yeah.
And
What,
so-
what is it? What is a cake if not a candle?
What is it?
It's 2 blocks.
One of the mechanics of this game is eating a slice of cake, because ultimately this game is about eating your feelings, right? You're in
Okay.
candle hell.
You're in
You've
Candle.
reached rock bottom,
Is Candle
and
Hell
you're
just
gonna
my
eat your
birthday?
feelings. And so the game ends when the cake is gone, because then there is also no cake and no candle.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna ask a follow-up question then, Chris.
Yeah.
Is the mechanics to the game each individual person related to their slice of cake, or is it related to finishing the cake as a whole?
Where does
Does
the
it make a
welding come in here?
difference?
Or just
Yeah.
the welding?
I guess
welding.
that's probably my problem. I guess.
No, I
forgot
mentioned
about
that
the welding.
the welding was everything that didn't burn was left
Yeah.
on the top of the cake.
Yeah,
And so
yeah,
that's
yeah.
the materials you have.
Okay.
Mhm.
Oh, I actually have an idea.
Oh, then I will happily pass it over
Okay.
to you.
No,
So,
you-
'Cause I'm a coward.
my family when I was a kid used to do things where they would put stuff into cake, like you'd eat it, get a slice of cake at somebody's birthday, and if you got a penny, you were poor. If you got like a quarter, you were rich. If you got a little plastic Lego top hat, you were gonna be a businessman, whatever.
Little baby, you're a king.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you didn't pay attention, you choked. Yeah.
Yeah. So what if you bake things into the cake, right? And as you're eating the cake, that gives you more and more building materials that you can use to create the new world effectively.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So
You have to end the game. So like, is that
You have to end the game
final-
by eating all of the cake, and so whatever
Delicately
those
eating
last
your way around the quarters.
So whatever those last few things are that were just you ate the cake, you didn't have time to implement them into the world. Those are the things that get left out, and they don't get to make it out of Candle Hell.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, and it's like if you can bake something into a cake, then it is, I guess, by nature inflammable. Well, that's not
Yeah.
necessarily true, but yeah, I
No.
go. Yeah,
You could bake wood in a cake.
you could. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it has survived the greatest heat of all, the sun
Oven.
of the universe.
Oven.
Yeah. Oven.
The
Yeah,
sun
so-
oven of the
so-
universe.
The game is called Welcome to Candle Hell. To start it, you bake a cake.
With shit.
You put shit in it. On your turn, you get a slice of cake and you have to eat it. And as you encounter objects when you're eating the slice, you combine them together, welding, to create the new world and tell the story of how this new building material helps you to like experience the brightness of new life, and you go in turns. So at the end, even though you've eaten all the cake, there wasn't enough time to add the building materials from those pieces, so they don't get added in.
It's a patisserie lot.
Yeah, kinda. Yeah.
Okay.
You want to write down patisserie LARP for us?
Oh
real
yeah,
quick?
I'm gonna do that.
Can you spell patisserie? Because I can't.
No, I can't.
Damn.
I don't think you understand. I stood on Ferrari for a second. I did F-E-R.
Rari.
How many R's?
All in favor of making Chris spell patisserie, because I can't.
Oh
I
yeah.
can spell patisserie. It's
Cheater.
You cheater.
P-A-T.
You
Cheating
cheating
right now.
Stop cheating.
Yeah, I'm cheating.
P-A-
Damn right I'm cheating.
I'd like to add a seventh game where we have to spell patisserie.
P-A-T.
P-A-T-I-S-S-E-R-I-E.
Wait, P-A-T-E? Peti.
I-E.
I-E. Patty. Sorry.
This is a spelling bee LARP.
Welcome to Candlebee.
Oh,
Welcome
God.
to,
Welcome to spelling hell.
welcome to
Spelling hell.
Well, we did it.
That is superb. No, and I don't know how to finish this whole thing
Bye.
now, because
What?
that was amazing.
What
No,
is a spelling bee if not a clock?
Stop it.
Oh my god.
Both the clock
you-
and
can
the
you-
funnel.
Yeah.
It's true if you think of it.
Uh-huh.
No,
Funnel.
what I had set out to do with all of this was create a game that did not exist, that could be that you created and resolved in a single session. What you ended up doing was creating 6 games, all relating to each other and the human experience through the existence of life and subsequently death and beyond. And I am floored. I am so happy everybody got to be here and do cool shit like this. I am disastrously out of my league with all of this, and I just being able to sit here and just listen to it all is incredible. But I guess it's time for outros, unless I make you do another 12, because it seems like you're cooking through them fast enough that, you know.
No,
Our
we burned
candle
the
is-
whole candle. It's
Yeah, I
done.
know. Our candle is fucking done. We are here, man.
We are in
We're
stream
engaged in
hell.
We are in stream.
Let
The
us
next
out.
episode is gonna be all about the removal of physical and mental spoons.
Oh my god.
We,
Oh wait, I did want to say. Wait, my comment was I just wanted to say, Will. Like fuck. I can't move past this.
No, please.
I just
Don't
past
acknowledge
this.
it. Don't acknowledge it. Just keep going. Vince.
I just really loved just the level of world, like just like the implicit world building of there are multiple candles on this cake. And in my head, I was like, probably Candle World people think those are like stars of different things. And so you
That's
actually
good.
know that they're like candles and everything. I just really like that. That like
That's
felt
beautiful.
cohesive and beautiful.
Yeah, I was originally going to do like a candelabra thing, so you have to like work through the metal work to get to other candles. But Fen gave us a birthday cake. That's great.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
It worked out great.
It aligned super well, and you all have links to all of the notes that I have written about all of these.
I'm excited.
You're welcome to revisit them as you'd like. Some of them are more descriptive than others, but you know.
When are we kickstarting Candle World?
right now.
Whose
Yeah,
account is
actually-
available for Kickstarting Candle World?
I haven't fulfilled tension yet, so I'm out.
Yeah, I
have a
can't do mine
unfulfilled
yet.
I've never
Yeah.
kickstarted
People
anything
apparently wait
before,
for Dice
so
Souls,
commandeer
so you
me.
know.
This is my
This
first
is a safe
Kickstarter, everyone.
place,
Thanks so
Chris.
much.
Yeah, Keegan.
Yeah,
Keegan!
Oh,
It's
no.
perfect.
Oh no, it's
All right, so we're gonna go around. I guess actually before we go around, any other final questions, comments, thoughts on anything before we proceed? Will.
Thank you for having us. This was really fun.
Yeah.
This was so great.
I'm
love
super happy to
this.
hear it. Y'all are welcome back literally anytime. It'll be a different format, of course, but no, it
No,
has
same
been a
format.
delight.
No, we'll
Yeah,
make
same
it
format.
this format. I
I'm
can't
creating a whole
imagine.
new series on TPK now. This is
Yeah.
just gonna spin off into its own thing.
Yeah.
Total party cake.
It's just called Candle World. We just get to like 40 different games all related to this one candle concept.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Um,
Call it What is a Clock?
Oh my god. See, what you do is you take people who aren't us and force them to play the games that we've made.
Yeah.
So
based
we
on
don't need to
only
live
my nondescript
Yes.
notes.
based on the notes, and they can watch the stream if they want, but that's not going to help anybody.
No.
Personally, don't know any gamers, so I couldn't help you.
No,
I
we
know.
only know designers, and we all know that designers don't actually play their own
Yeah.
games.
Yeah.
I
No.
don't know.
TPK's got a backlog of like 30 plus streaming players that we all do play
They'll
with.
have
so
fun with this.
yeah,
Cool.
it'll be
Pick your,
great.
Sounds great.
pick your least favorite and force them.
Yeah. Get them to
So
play.
you
What's
all
our
are gonna
most
be playing a Ferrari LARP on stream?
what was our most esoteric game? It was
The seventh secret game that we played while
Yeah.
we were.
Oh,
last-
yeah.
Seventh
Yeah.
season.
I think we successely won that game too.
I think we
We did.
successfully won it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because Chris gets to go to sleep.
Uh-huh.
All right, well, let's let Chris go to sleep. We're gonna get some outros from everybody just so y'all can plug your shit, because y'all make cool shit, and I'm super grateful to have you here. You're super welcome to have been on here. I'm so happy. I'm elated. I'm gonna walk away from this fucking like entertainment high. Like I'm so happy right now. This all worked out so well. Y'all are wonderful people. Keegan, start us off. Tell us about you. Tell us where we can find you. Tell us about your shit you got going on, and tell us about any new shit coming up.
Cool. Yep, I'm Keegan. You can find me at keeganexe.com. And buy my stuff there. I'm too tired to promo well.
Short, sweet, and to the point.
Perfect.
That's me. I have a few things to promo, so mine will take a little bit. Hi, I've been Viditio Valetti. I will continue to be him. You can find me online at Viditio Valetti. That's on Twitch. Or not on Twitch. That's on like everything. That's on Twitter, Twitch, my Patreon. My itch page is viditiovaletti.itch.io. I'm incredibly SEOable. Yeah, I make a bunch of games. You should go and check them out. I recently released a tech pack for if you want to make cool GMless game that I really liked. It's called The Goblin Pulled Out a Gun. The other things I'm on. Every Wednesday, 8:30 p.m. EST, I am on a Astral Play stream on All Nerds Here. It's an all POC cast. We're great. It's a 10-episode season. We are playing Hardwired Island. We're putting the punk back in Cyberpunk. We're having a blast. We just did our first episode this Wednesday. So come check us out at All Nerds Here, or twitch.tv/All Nerds Here. Let me drop a link if I can. Nope, I can't.
You shall not link.
Let me just put it in chat in our little thing. Okay, and then also, so definitely come check us out over there. Also, I want to do a quick shout out. If you liked this kind of concept of like live designing a game, I want to shout out a friend of mine's podcast and stream called Unplaytested by Alex and Laura.
Playtested is so good.
Yeah, it's really good. It's a lot of this energy. It's like it's a little different, but like it's all the same kind of concept of Alex and Laura get a prompt and then they live make a game in like an hour, 2 hours ish in like a podcast, or at least that's the podcast. It's like an hour, and then every Tuesday or every other Tuesday or something, then they play test it live. So it's great. It's really fun, and you should definitely go check out Unplaytested if you liked this energy. That's what
Perfect. I got. Fantastic. Will, what you got?
Me, I'm Will, at Will_JOBST on Twitter. If you like this, Adam Vass of World Champ Game Co. and I do this weekly or bi-weekly on the Brain Trust podcast. If you're into like game design and shit, there's a Discord. Everyone here is in it, and it's really cool and chill, and a nice, cool place to make games called Brain Trust. There's links. I am one half of a press called Good Luck Press, which now has a Kickstarter running for Seb Pines' game Dwelling, which is extremely cool, a solo game for ghosts. It is lovingly illustrated, beautifully written, and it's on Kickstarter right now. So go check it out, go buy it. It funded. It's really cool. And that's me.
Fantastic. Chris.
Oh, that's me.
That one's you.
That's me. Yeah. Hi, I'm Chris. You can find me on Twitter at Pangalactic, like the drink in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. And you can find me on the internet.
That's what that's from. Okay.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, the lore.
Yeah. I know, right?
I thought it was because you were gay. I thought it was like a weird thing. I thought it was like for real though. I was like, oh, that's nice. That's a good. Sorry, go.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, both. It can be both. You can find me on the internet at loottheroom.io. I make games and shit. I'm very tired.
Yours was still better than my outro.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Buy my games. Buy everyone's
Adira.
games.
Nice.
Thank you.
And Adira, now you complete all of ours and kind of work
Yeah.
together into one.
So I'm Adira Slattery. You can find me on the internet everywhere Adira Slatteries are sold. I'm at Adira Slattery on Twitter, adira.itch.io. Coming out soon will be my game Tension. It had a Kickstarter a little bit ago, and it'll be coming out soon, and you'll be able to get it on my itch. Also, right now, currently on my itch, I am doing some cool itch funding, which is where people use itch's process to fund games and things. And I'm itch funding a cool Lumen hack called Gunfucks.
Fuck yeah. Oh, it's so good.
Yeah. Gunfucks, where you explore a Borderlands-inspired world without any Randy Pitchford.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
So no stage magic in your game, huh?
Yeah, no. Yeah, and also upcoming, I have a thing that I've been meaning to put together and release for a bit called the Traveling Game Designer Problem. And I'm also a bunch working on a game right now that is called Fantasy Burglary Simulator. I'm very excited about Fantasy Burglary Simulator.
I'm interested.
Yeah, I ran the first playtest of it yesterday, and it went pretty all right.
Fantastic. No, that's super, super cool. Thanks, everybody, once again. My name is Mads. I have been your host. Typically, you can find me same time every other week on Saturday for TPK. I run a series called The Top Shelf, in which I bring on game designers, and we play their game, and they have to play as a player, as I DM for them, or GM for them. And it is a blast, and we've got the final episode of the mini-series that we've been running for the company by Logan Dean coming up on the 24th, and then after that we've got all kinds of good things up in the future. The rest of the year is packed. We're looking at Monster Guts, and then Patchwork Worlds, Corsair, Orbital Blues, hopefully. I'm really gunning for that one to pop in at some point, but and then you can find me on Twitter at jkmadigan, and on itch at itch.io/jkmadigan. I have 2 whole things up so far. I am a fledgling into all of this, but I'm currently itch funding a game called A Sailor's Grave. There is not enough pirate games out there. They don't exist, and I'm really pissed about it. So I built a kick-ass pirate game.
It's true.
It's currently actually on sale for TPK Con 2. We're 60% off those, so you can go jump in and grab the bundle, help the itch funding there, and grab some stuff while it's cheap, or cheaper. It's cheap to begin with, but go get stuff and go buy everybody else's incredible games here. When this hits YouTube, we're gonna have links for everything in that if you ever lose them. So keep an eye out for the YouTube as well. But thanks again, everybody, for being part of or TPK Con this year. We got a whole day worth of shit tomorrow too. We just been doing streams after stream after stream. So if you liked this, we've got tons more content coming up. And we've got the calendar just popped up into chat because Cole is far more on top of things than I am. So check that out over the next couple of minutes while we get our ending screen popping up and I let Chris go to bed. You all take care, and we'll talk to you next time.